Thank you all so much for joining for a 60-minute 26 and 2 yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then we will hop into our beloved 26 and 2 yoga. So for the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. Take a moment with your feet close together, standing up nice and tall. Bring your hands together, heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up as if you're saluting the sun. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees, fold, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, hips over heels. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or or cobra with elbows bent and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other. You can pedal out your legs, lift your heels to the ceiling, and then press your heels down to the floor. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips forward and sink your hips down and reach your arms forward. So every plank can be a tabletop, every up dog can be a cobra, and every down dog can be a child's pose. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Inhale, lengthen, hips over heels, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or down dog. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, lower down halfway. Inhale into your up dog or cobra, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, keep your hands shoulder width distance. Spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Hug your elbows in, bring your shoulders down, hips to the ceiling, heels to the floor. Look for your thighs behind you. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Last one. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you can step or float back. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last down dog. If you're doing it, try to get your heels to the floor. Keep your hands shoulder width distance, but you can take a wider step with your feet. Take a slow inhale, slow exhale. On your next inhale, look forward. You can step or float forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. We will now hop into our beloved 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Knuckles stay under your chin like glue. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate. Meditate and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA sound. Head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Look back. Arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Lift your kneecaps, squeeze your thighs, lock your legs. Exhale, head up, weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down as you inhale. Suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, even as you exhale, abdomen in, look back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly head back, stretch your arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch, lungs empty. Inhale, head down. So keep the weight in your heels, stomach in, chin down, look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now. Elbows touch. Good. Change. Arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller. And then come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility, creating a tremendous stretching feeling on the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you need to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly bend your body to the left. Come down without bending your elbows and knees. Push your hips to the right, stretch your upper body to the left. It's worth noting I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm bending to the right when in fact I am bending to the left. You are welcome to follow my words or my body. Just know that we usually do right side first and then left side second in this style of yoga. So with that in mind, push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is the only posture that I can't really show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath. Full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. Maybe give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, go down, arms with your ears, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Motonasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Change, come up, arms with your ears, knees can bend. Try to come up with a flat back. Good. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Come down without gritting your teeth, without holding your breath, without tensing your jaw or your shoulders. So relax your jaw, relax your forehead, relax your shoulders, lift your chin, engage your abdominal wall, squeeze your palms together. Keep the weight in your heels. Left hip forward, right shoulder forward, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, stomach in, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down in a straight line without bending your elbows and knees. Continuously push your hips to the right beyond your flexibility, creating a tremendous stretching feeling on the right side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your right hip forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back, keep your eyes open, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. If you can see your hands, notice if the wrists are bending and the hands are coming apart. Squeeze your palms together, wrists straight, push your heels down, lift your kneecaps, push your hips forward, squeeze your butt, push your hands back, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, go down, arms with your ears, back flat, hands to floor, relax your head. Go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. And second set, here we go, knees, feet together, bend your knees. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Throughout the posture, keep stomach on thighs. Imagine you're gonna wrap your rib cage over your knees, chest on knees, face to the shins, below the knees. Try to bring your elbows back behind you. One day elbows touch. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your legs. Change, come up with a flat back, arms with your ears, knees can bend. Very nice. Arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Ukitasana, step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches hip width distance, insides of your feet, perfectly parallel, like 11s. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, suck your stomach in, and lean your upper body back. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, lean back, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. So we're starting to play with balance. Lift your heels, stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if your knees want to come in or out. Point your knees and toes forward, lean back, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, keep your feet parallel. Bring your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down until there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, re-engage your fingertips. Change, slowly come up, knees together, good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right hip width distance, not too big of a step. Insides your feet, parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. So in the first part, you can stick your butt out and lean forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Shift your shins and knees back, keep the weight in your heels. Sit down more and hold still with the lower body. Lift the upper body. Lift your chin up, chest up. Good. Change. Inhale to come up. Keep your arms there. Push your hips forward. Try to eliminate any curvature in the lower back. Lift your heels. Concentrate. Meditate. Levitate. Stretch up. Bend your knees. Sit down. So you want to think about tucking your tailbone under, heels a little higher, abdomen in, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up. Whew. Last part, squeeze your knees together. Keep the insides of your feet parallel. Let your heels come a scotch off the floor and slowly sit down to a count of 10 in your head. Stop when there's still a gap between your hips and heels. Lift your chest, re-engage your triceps, drop your shoulders, change. Slowly come up, knees together, good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, we're gonna do the right side first. Remember that I'm not mirroring you. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm. Right arm under left arm. Cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists. Palms together, thumbs towards your nose. You can also interlock fingers, grab a finger, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down into a chair, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down more, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your face. Pull elbows down, sit down, keep your hips low, and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right, cross twist, and eventually wrap your foot. This side might feel a little or a lot different. It does for me. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, keep the weight in your heel, bend your knees and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, second set. Bring right arm under left arm, pull elbows down, one day fingers below the nose, wrists straight. Bend your knees, sit down, keep your hips low and bring right leg over left leg, think hamstring over quadricep. Push your left hip forward, right shoulder forward. You want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle, weight back in your heel, stick your butt out a little bit, fold forward a little bit, sit down and lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, last one. Bring left arm under right arm, pull elbows down, sit down. Try to keep your hips low and bring left leg over right leg. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes, sit down more, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down. Party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Happy Sunday. Lovely to be here with all of you. Okay. Great. Let's continue. Standing, head to knee, Dandayamana, Janu Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right thigh up. You can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face, abdomen in. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, start to round down, and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Throughout the posture, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken, you have no knee. When you're ready, inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock from the side, legs make an L, like Linda. Bend your elbows down, touch your elbows to your calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse. Out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. Lift your left thigh up. Point your toes, flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back, hips forward, abdomen in. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down, and eventually pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Pull your stomach in, flex your toes back to your face, and when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. So real kick your heel forward, flex your toes back towards your face from the ankle. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up so your knee is over your ankle, not your big toes. If both legs lock, puff up your chest, and then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, bring the chest and shoulders down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, hips forward, heel forward, toes back. Change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your left foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. Lift your right thigh up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your right foot. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step. Good, last one, shift your weight to your right leg, contract inner thigh as well as outer thigh, squeeze your right butt cheek, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your foot, concentrate, meditate, here we go, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down. If elbows go below your calf muscles, press your hips forward, hips towards the ribs, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out whenever you're ready. Good. Okay, that was a forward curl, a compression posture. Next, we're going to do a back bend and open the front of the body. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Bring your feet together, right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right, give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade scapula coming away from the body, kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Other side, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back. Without turning or twisting your wrist, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone. If this grip is confusing, pick up the outside of your foot and then just walk your hand around. Bring your right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your left leg back and up. So this is a balancing posture. It's a spine twist and it's a back bend. Keep your chin and chest lifted. Slide your right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. This is the hard one. Left hip down a little bit. Slowly bring the body down parallel to the floor. See the foot come over the top of your head. 2 heels in line, 2 shoulders in line. Body down more, leg up more, chin up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Very nice. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right. Reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up, right hip forward. Try to start with your hips in line. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. All 5 fingers together. Thumb with your index finger. Palm of your left hand faces the floor. Get your left arm exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower. Standing leg locked. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, right hip down. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, knees together to start. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. This is standing bow pulling pose, a bow like an archery. Some people say that your right arm makes the arrow, piercing the air. Left arm and leg make the bow that you pull taut. Iyengar takes it a step further. He says body is the bow, posture is the arrow, target is the soul. Doesn't really matter if you can do the standing splits, but it matters deeply that you can sit with yourself and truly love the company you keep. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Right away, come to the back of your mat and towel, Tula Dandasana balancing stick, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, point your left toes, and tilt, like a slow moving seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor from the side. Body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes, and tilt. Go down slowly with control, stomach in, thighs tight, point your right toes. Bring the chest down, chin forward, leg up, squeeze your palms, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath, hold still. Second set, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Keep in mind, this is a straight spine, flat back posture. Step your right foot forward, stretch up, point your left toes, tilt. So we're always focusing on form before depth. If you're coming all the way down, but you're a broken umbrella, spine is rounding, knees and elbows are bending, come up a little bit, keep your arms with your ears, both legs locked, stretch, change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, engage your lower abdominal wall, stretch up and tilt. Imagine you're trying to turn on a light switch with your right big toe. So really stretch the foot away from the hip, body down more, charge your body forward, stretch, 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 change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. You are welcome to come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will continue to face you. Standing separate leg stretching, Dandayamana Bikattapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right big step. 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in a little bit. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Stick your butt up all the way down. Grab your heels from behind and roll forward. If you can't grab your heels, grab the outsides of your feet, grab your pinky toes. You can always start with your hands on the floor in front of you. For my friends with long legs, a bigger step will help you out. Take a wider step. Everybody roll forward, find your edge, lift your hips up, lock your legs. If you have a grip on your feet, pull, stretch. Everybody try to touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up. Take your time as blood flow reverses. There's no rush. We're gonna go to triangle Trichinosa. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out. Maybe take a bigger step. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. You can bounce a couple times to warm up the hips and knees. You can take a bigger or smaller step if it helps you sit down more, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Right elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingers just between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the side of your mat. Push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, and then lift your right side body off of your right thigh. Sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out, make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg, sit down. Lean back and move your arms, left elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingers between your big and second toe. Look up towards the ceiling, look for your right thumb. Make sure all 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger. Sink your right hip down, Bend your left knee, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow, and then lift your left side torso off of your left thigh. Sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in and bring your arms up. Palms together, cross your thumbs, standing, separate leg, head to knee, Sharasana. Pivot on your heels to one side of your mat. Turn your back toes in. Push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest. Abdomen in. Bend your right leg if you need to. I do. Touch your knee and head together. Front side compression. Throat choked. Eyes open, breathing normal. To touch your forehead and knee together, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg more. You can tuck your chin to your chest. One day forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times real quick. Lock both legs, hands together. Change. Slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. Head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, and then you can push your right hip forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Arms with your ears. Keep your biceps with your ears. Chin tucked to chest. You can bend your front leg if you need to. Touch your knee and head together. So anytime we round our spine, make sure that you're really listening to your back, right? If it feels like your back is like tugging or pulling and not in a pleasant way, ease up a little bit. Eventually forehead and knee touch. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. For today, think about engaging your abdominal wall, stomach in. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change. Slowly come up. Arms with your ears. Biceps with ears. Chin to chest. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels. Right foot back. Arms down. Second set stretching. I'm going to show you from the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Lock your legs, puff up your chest, and swan dive forward. Try to go down with a flat back. Legs locked. Good. Grab your heels. If you can, grab your feet. Try to bend your elbows back. Think elbows to calves. Shoulders to ceiling. Belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward. Find your edge. Lift your hips. Push your knees back. Lock your legs. Pull, stretch. Touch your forehead to the floor. In between your feet. If your forehead's not yet touching the floor, take a bigger step. Roll forward, hips up, find your edge, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up with a flat back. Very nice. Second set, triangle. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit, take a wider step. Bend your right leg and lunge. Now let's say you can't get your thigh parallel to the floor yet. That's really normal. That's just knee and hip tightness. Sit down as low as you can, lean back, and now move your arms. The goal here is to get a long diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. So notice if you're lifted all the way up or you're coming all the way down. Instead, you want to find this middle ground, maybe just the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. As you're ready, you might take a bigger step. You might rotate your left hip forward, bend your right knee, sit down, lean back, turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, other side, bend your left leg, sit down, be humble, move your arms, left elbow in front of the knee, right arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, breathe. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow, stomach in, chest up, turn, twist upper body back like Ardha Matsyendrasana, spine twisting posture. At the end of class, lock your right leg, keep your whole right foot, even the pinky toe, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up. Second set, Sharasana, head to knee pose. Pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in. Push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We're playing around with tempo here. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. So the first two separate leg postures, we go kind of fast, and then head to knee pose, we go kind of slow. Playing around with tempo helps you gain, a little bit of control of your body and your mind. And this is a posture where it's safer to go slower. Chin to chest, bend your front leg if you need to, touch knee and head together. Walk your hands forward just beyond your big and second toe. Press your hips forward, round your middle back up towards the ceiling.
Push your forehead into your knee, lift both kneecaps, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, biceps with ears, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. I'm gonna show you from the front. Make sure your heels are in a line, but they're not crisscross. That'll make it really hard to balance. Turn back toes in, push right hip forward, stretch up, and go down. One day arms behind the ears. Press your hips towards your ribs, chin to the chest, balance challenge, keep your hands together, bend your front leg if you need to, touch knee and head together. Bring maximum weight to your front foot, lift your left hip up, push your right hip forward. Throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times, lock both legs, hands together. Change, go slow. One day, arms behind the ears, head pushes, arms up, head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree and then toe. This is the hip opening series. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Hold on to your foot from underneath the foot with one or both hands. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape, never forcing your body. Bring your right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Option to stay here, or you can flow to another fun posture called toe stand. Without bending your standing leg, start to fold forward. Dangle forward. If you can touch your hands to the floor, walk your hands forward and lean forward. Put your weight into your arms like you're about to do a handstand. Once the weight is in your arms, lift your left heel. Keep leaning forward, bend your left knee and sit down. So as you sit down, the weight is in your arms, not your knee. From here, walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and make sure you're having fun. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg first, and then push your hips forward to reverse out just the way you went in. Good. Change. Right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, touch your heel to your costume, let your left knee drop. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. Take a breath. Option to stay here, flow to toe stand, abdomen in, fold forward, hands to the floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, breathe through your nose. Left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, palms together. Do or do not, there is no try, come a half inch off your heel. Good. Force is strong in this one. When you're ready, hands to the floor. Lift your hips up. I love you. I know. Push your hips forward. Slowly come back. Change left leg down. Honor yourself. Give yourself high five, fist bump. Turn around, Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm going to adjust our camera angle ever so slightly. Okay. Head to the front of your mat. Feet to the back of your mat. Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down. Palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, Savasana. Feel your heart beating. Valentine's Day is a day where we have a lot of like heart-shaped candy, right? We think about like hearts a lot in shape and maybe in like emotion as well. In yoga, we feel both the heart muscle, right? The organ working here. We feel it working. Right? You know where your heart is located in your chest because you can feel it. So we're exercising the heart muscle in a physical way, but maybe also in like a psychological, emotional, maybe even spiritual way, right? So through yoga, not only do we move our physical body, but we start to foster a mind-body connection. So we're not just aware of like how our limbs are moving in time and space. We're aware of, you know, how we're feeling on the inside, right? How a certain posture makes you feel, stuff like that. So we're getting a little bit more, not just body awareness, but maybe mind-body awareness too. The physical heart, but maybe that like inexplicable nature of the heart as well. Ukitasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin. Nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, Completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body. Pull down extra hard. Change. Right leg down. Bend your left leg up. Pull your knee out and down. Try to keep your right shoulder on the floor. Right sit bone on the floor. Right thigh on the floor. Change. Left leg down. Both legs up. Grab your elbows. Each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change. Arms down, eyes open, slow inhale, slow exhale. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Pull down. This posture is good for digestion and it's a great hip opener. Change. Right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. If your right leg does not naturally touch the floor, try flexing your right toes back to your face. So rather than rolling way to the left, you want to feel your whole back on the floor. Change. Left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other. So again, this posture is good for digestion. You're purposely putting pressure on your lower abdomen. It's good for realigning your spine. Try to get the shoulders and hips down. And it's a really good way to give yourself 2 hugs a day as well, right? Squeeze tight. Change. Arms down and eyes open. Another cool thing about yoga is the postures can be purely physical or they can hold significance. So maybe when you grab your elbows, you're just grabbing your elbows, or maybe you're like consciously giving yourself a hug, right? That's up to you. There's no right or wrong answer. Just know that you can always like take more, symbolism out of these postures, out of these movements, if that speaks to you. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back today, skip the sit up, roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. You know who you are. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head. I know who you are. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. So if after class you find that your back is not feeling good, the sit-ups are the first thing to skip. Turn lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Sassangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Bring your feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, belly button down, chest up. Elbows stay bent, they make an L, a 90-degree angle, like a rectangle. Hug your arms in. This posture is called Cobra Pose for a reason. Keep your feet together like a cobra's tail, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, lift your chin up, chest up, look up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat, just below your shoulders, fingers together. Feet together, lock your legs, look up, and lift. So this is the first posture in this spine strengthening series. All of the postures that we do on our abdomen are really good for strengthening our back. So if you have back pain, if you like hunch forward at work in a chair all day, these are your postures. They're all little back bends and they're all really good for strengthening the muscles that surround your spine. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, eyes open, breathing in. And slowly breathe out. Locust Shalabhasana, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can, so one day pinky fingers touch. It is okay if your arms are uncomfortable under your body, but if it hurts, please bring your arms out to the side, eventually arms under the body. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, good, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Push your knuckles down, lift your ankle up. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall, use your big toe. Try to keep the sole of your foot flat to the ceiling, stretch the big toe back. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Make sure palms face the floor. Feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. You can do it. Start a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs. Lift your thighs up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Bring your arms out. Look to the right, left ear on your mat. I dated a guy once way back in the day who he came to class with me, and in this posture, he was like, well, if I flip my hands the other way,
then I can lift all the way up. And I should have known then and there that it wasn't going to work out, right? So if you have your palms facing your thighs, you might be able to lift up more, but it is not as safe for your shoulders and it is not as effective for your back. Often in yoga, the right way is the hard way, right? So we're not cutting corners. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes and lift your right leg up. So as beginners, there's a lot that we just don't know, and that's okay. But once you know better, do better. Palms face the floor, press your knuckles down, lock your right leg, lift your thigh up, change right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Press your shoulders down, triceps tight, press your knuckles down, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your thigh up, change, left leg down, grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down, maybe bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wide, squeeze your butt, make up your mind, lock your legs, point your toes, lift both legs up. This is a mind over the matter posture. Matter is usually the mind. Mouth down, knees together, feet together, roll forward, shoulders down, lift your thighs up. Good, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left, right ear on your mat, slow inhale, easy exhale, let that posture go. Full locust pranayama Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Good. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, left ear on your mat, breathing in. Let it all go, exhale out. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, point your toes, knees together, lock your legs, look up and lift. So eventually you're gonna keep your fingers in line with your shoulders perpendicular to the body, but you're not forcing your shoulders. This posture is so good for your back strength. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. So you're not dropping your head all the way down, but you're also not jamming it all the way back. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, right ear on your mat. So yoga is really good for fostering self-love, right? Love towards ourselves. And by extension, yoga is really good for fostering like love of our neighbor, love of people around us. When you take time to work on yourself every day, right? When you put your oxygen mask on first, it is easier to be more compassionate, more empathetic, more giving to people around you. So just keep that in mind. Yoga like helps us be more loving towards ourselves and by extension, other people. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside 2 inches below the toes. If you can't grab both feet, first set, grab one foot, opposite arm out in front. Second set, you're gonna switch it out. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on your mat. So over the years, I've gotten to witness some really beautiful moments of people being loving towards themselves in yoga, but I've also gotten to witness some really beautiful moments of people being loving towards others in yoga. And one of my favorite memories, maybe like 5 years ago now, there was this older Chinese couple that started coming into my studio. And I know they were Chinese because they didn't speak English and they would come in with their passport so that I could sign them in. And they were there because their daughter was like, I think getting her PhD, and they came for like the last month to like cook food and help around the class, right? Help around the house, I should say. And so they were an older couple, and in this posture, bow pose, the wife could never grab both feet, and every class, her husband would stand up, put his hands on her feet, bend her legs, help her grab her feet, and then he would get back down on the floor and do the posture. It was so beautiful to watch. Second set, bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet. So yoga helps us grab our own feet so that we can help other people grab their feet too. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and kick into your hands. Try to touch your big toes to the ceiling. Knees in, feet out, wrist straight. This is the last posture on the stomach. It's really good for digestion. It's a great shoulder and chest opener, body down, thighs up, kick,
kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, slow inhale, slow exhale. Bring your chin forward, hands to the floor, push up. Come to the top of your mat for fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. I'm going to show you from the side. Start in tabletop position, open your knees, open your feet. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, slowly walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or even behind you the whole time until one day you can sit down between your heels. Never force your body. If you can sit down between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet. Right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Another fun couple story from years ago in class. There was this couple that used to come in all the time, and like I knew they were married, you know what I mean? And one day I set up my mat, and then there was one space to my left and one space to my right, and I see them setting up their mats, and I'm like, I turn to the wife and I'm like, Jessica, do you want me to like move so you can sit next to your husband? And she looks at me and she goes, no, I sit next to him every day. I go to sleep next to him. I wake up next to him. You're welcome to sit between us. I love that. So as much as it's fun to like practice yoga with our friends, with our family, right? That was a reminder to me of even when you're next to somebody who means a lot to you in your life, it's still a practice of going inward, right? It's still about you. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the top of your mat. Second set, open your knees, open your feet. As you're ready, you're gonna walk your hands back. Eventually sink your hips down. Again, never forcing your body. Too much is too much, too little is too little. Find the sweet spot. If you can sit between your heels, put your hands on your feet, right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. The goal of this posture is not to go all the way back. The goal of this posture is to stretch the body. So as long as you're getting a stretch, you're doing great, never going to a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Sometimes we're so obsessed with a quote unquote end product or final goal that we forget to enjoy the process, as cheesy as that sounds. One of the things about yoga, if nobody's told you yet, there's no final product. The minute you can sit all the way down, I'm gonna go, great, bring your knees together. The minute you do that, I'm gonna go, great, do a deeper back bend. Once you realize that there's no end product, there's no finish line, you also realize there's no rush to get there, right? So you can just enjoy every breath, every moment. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. It's really cheesy, so cheesy, right? But it's about the journey, not the destination. I know, I cringe too, but it's true. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, stretch up and go down. You are welcome to put one or both hands on the floor to help yourself in. Otherwise, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, knees together, feet together, hands together, come up, good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. If the sit-ups ever start to bother your back, remember that you can skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. The sit-ups, like everything else we do, are optional. So you're welcome to roll off to the side here, or legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, arms over your ears. Good, come to the back of your mat. Second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. Feet together, knees together. Try to touch forehead to floor first, it's so hard. Little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Change, come on up. Feet together, knees together, hands together. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. This next posture is easier on an empty stomach. It's easier without water. I once sat next to a woman who brought in her fiance and he'd never done yoga before. And right before this posture, he took his water bottle to take a big swig of water.
And she literally slapped the water bottle out of his hand and it like went across the room and she was like, don't do that. It sucks or whatever, right? She was trying to protect him from, from having an unpleasant experience in the posture. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So when we know better, we do better, right? She was trying to like be loving by slapping the water bottle out of her partner's hand. Come to the top of your mat. Camel Ustrasana, our deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers towards the floor. As we start to open the front of the body, you might feel your central nervous system kick on. So just know that if your heart rate starts to pick up, if you feel a little dizzy, lightheaded, or nauseous, that's normal. When you're ready, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head drops back. You can stay right here, or when you're ready, go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels, or if you have to lean way back to grab your heels, keep your hands on your back. It's safer to have hips over knees, chest to the ceiling. Change, put your hands on your back, push yourself up. Head up last, good. Turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So again, when we look up towards the ceiling, when we start to expose the front of our body, where all of the like organs and goods lie, the central nervous system picks up. So if you feel dizzy or lightheaded in that posture, there's nothing wrong with you. If nobody's told you this yet today, there's nothing wrong with you. But there's also nothing wrong with you doing second set. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the top of your mat and towel, second set. If this posture bothers your knees or any posture bothers your knees, you can roll up your mats. There's extra padding under your knees. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your back, push your hips forward and work at your own rate. The goal is not to grab your heels. The goal is to open the front of the body and bend the spine. The goal is to heal the body. If you get a better back bend with your hands on your back, keep your hands on your back, right? Grabbing the heels is just a byproduct. The goal is always you feeling good, standing tall when you leave the room. Eventually grab the heels, doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. Again, when we let go of this notion of, if I could only grab my heels, I'll be the ultimate yogi. When we let go of that, then we realize we're already practicing yoga and we're exactly where we're meant to be. That was our deepest back bend. We're gonna flip it and reverse it with our deepest forward curl. This next posture very intentionally soothes the central nervous system. It is a calming, cooling posture. Rabbit, Sassangasana, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat for Rabbit, Sassangasana, our deepest rounded spine posture. Sit knees, feet together, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, and grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down, chin to chest, abdomen in, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Keep your feet on the floor, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, stomach in, round your spine like a rabbit. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So again, when we do back bending postures, sometimes we start to feel some kind of way through the central nervous system, which is also how any and all feelings and emotions occur. Then when we do these forward curls, we learn how to self-regulate, right? So part of yoga is we flip on the central nervous system and then we learn to be our own like best friend, right? We learn to calm ourselves, to soothe ourselves through embodied motions, right? I am breathing. I am on the mat, I am here, I am practicing yoga. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, so we go from dysregulation to self-regulation, eventually to auto-regulation of the CNS. Knees, feet together, grab your heels from the outside, Rabbit, second set, let's hop to it, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, chin to chest, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you have to hear things a few times to internalize them. So if nobody's told you yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved.
Change, hips down, slowly uncurl,
Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, turn around, Savasana. I really believe that the message of yoga is self-realization, right? It is self-love, self-actualization. The message of yoga is love. The means is yoga, and the method is discipline, not like Catholic school discipline, but like dojo discipline. If you show up on your yoga mat with a little bit of intentionality and discipline, you will leave more loving towards yourself and others. That is the goal. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat for head to knee. Janu Sharasana, one set, we're almost done. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, an L like love. Inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So this posture is called head to knee pose. Bend your right leg as much as you need, touch your head to your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back. It's a great passive stretch to the Achilles and calf. Bend your elbows down to open shoulder blade scapula. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, two legs make an L, as in left. Stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Try to bring your right rib cage closer to your left thigh. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, see if you can straighten or even lock your leg. Bend your elbows down, stomach in, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign and sit up. Motonasana Stretching, I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. In this posture, rather than rounding your spine, try to arch your spine. Knees can stay bent to keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold forward. Lead with your heart, not your head. Probably a good idea outside of yoga as well. Pull, stretch, lengthen. Good, change, come on up, stay seated for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee. Right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or take it off the floor. Wrap behind you, try to catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. I'm going to show you from the side. You can bend your right leg. You can also have your right leg straight. Left arm close behind you, right arm up and over. Grab a right knee with right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your left hand behind you for balance. If you can balance, take it off the floor. Grab your right thigh with your left hand for a half bind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. How many yoga teachers does it take to screw in a light bulb? One to hold the light bulb and one to say twist, twist, twist. Yoga gives us the means for self-actualization, for love, for self-love, right? But that doesn't mean that we don't ask for help when we need it, right? In fact, when we are more loving towards ourselves and for others, it doesn't mean that we go onto an island of isolation, right? It just means that we can enjoy solitude and then come off of that island whenever we need to ask for help or to lend a hand. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. We call this style of yoga 26 and 2 yoga because there's 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. We began with pranayama deep breathing and we'll end with a version of Kapalabhati breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it silly. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Every once in a while, try to sit on your feet. In this version of Kapalabhati breathing, you're going to exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, you're going to pull your stomach in. When the stomach relaxes, your lungs will automatically take in air. So the exhale is quite audible, but the inhale is very subtle. You barely notice it's happening. Now, what's cool about this, for my overthinkers out there, I'm right there with you. The less you think about it, the easier it is to do. All you have to do is exhale. In this way, it is a wonderful breathing exercise if you are ever feeling like a little bit And use the word narcissistic, right? You're just thinking about yourself and overthinking about something that you did. Do this breathing exercise because it invites you to turn off your brain and get into your body. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time. Final Savasana. You are the one that you have been looking for, right? All of the love, all of the care, it resides within you. It resides within me. It resides within each one of us. You're the one you've been looking for, right? When we practice yoga, meditation, any sort of embodied, intentional headspace, body space where we're aware of what our limbs are doing, what our heart and lungs are doing, how we're moving in time and space. All of these practices help us nurture love within ourselves. And then by extension, right, we can be a little bit more loving towards others. It's not selfish to take an hour off and practice yoga. It's actually in some ways very selfless, right? Because then you can come back to loved ones with renewed energy. You can come back to problems you're trying to solve with renewed vision, right? You put on your own oxygen mask first, and then it's easier to help other people. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Anything you'd like to let go of, just let it go through your exhale breath. Breathe in. Empty out. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And all is coming.